It's still my body and I on your most exciting Rave TV channel. My name, as I said, is Dr. George, and this morning we are discussing blood donation. And I like to see blood donation as your power to save your life, as your power to gift life. There are so many people, in fact, the statistics that talks about blood donation, especially in Nigeria, and the amount of people that need blood per time. We are talking about over 2 million people who need blood and cannot have access to blood. So imagine 2 million lives at stake, and imagine what you, with your pint of blood, just the amount of blood you donate, how many lives it can save can be very, very massive. And we're going to be shedding more light on the conversation this morning on the show. My guests are here, two heavily built men. At some point I thought that I was going to be taken to the police station, but they're heavily built. They're looking very healthy because they donate blood regularly, and that's one of the benefits that they'll be sharing with us. They'll also be telling us how and where we can donate blood. I'll start with the man to my right or my left? My left, Mustafa Madein. Is, I like to call them doctors because I started calling myself doctor from 500 level. If I did not pass my exam, it would have been a big issue. So I like to speak into existence. So I like to say Dr. Mustafa Madein is the General Secretary, KB Klub, College of Medicine, University of Lagos, one of the most prestigious associations you can find anywhere in the country. Mustafa.
Hi. Hello, Dr. George.
How are you doing today?
I'm very fine. Thank you very
much. You look sharp.
Thank you very much. I try.
And of course, we have to my next left, we have, he's also a doctor, is a dentist. And of course, Dr. Mustafa is also a dentist. He's a dentist, a member of the KB Klub, College of Medicine, University of Lagos. Is the one that is even heavily built. Is the one that is very heavy. Ladies and gentlemen, Foley Oluwaremi Lekun. How are you doing?
I'm very fine. Good morning, Dr. James.
It's great to have you.
And
let's start with your dressing. Both of you, you're not twins. No, maybe the camera should show them, because I see, normally I don't dress like this. They know, my people know me. I'm not usually this capped up. But I knew that I was going to be having you guys, and I know that you people have a special kind of dressing, and I'm like, you people will not come and take over my show.
No.
So I had to guard up, I had to look sharp too, to compete. But your dress, let's start with you guys look very, very dapper, and
thank you.
It seems like this is a code for the KB Klub. Let's start with, what's the KB Klub about?
Thank you very much, Dr. George. I appreciate that you also took note of the dressing. And
yeah.
you look awesome.
I try. Awesome. People refuse to admit me to KB Klub. So anyway.
So the KB Klub, College of Medicine, University of Lagos, was founded in 1969 by Professor Oladapo Ashiru and a group of 7 friends in the year 1969, like I mentioned. That's 54 years ago. The club was founded on the core ethos of philanthropy, academic excellence, and social empowerment. All in a bid to groom an individual to being that man that goes on to have impact to himself, to his immediate environment and beyond, essentially. So the KB Klub instills discipline, instills responsibility into people, and then makes you want to go further to do great things. We do philanthropy, and we do things that, as students, we say we go out of our means to strive with what we're able to get to create impact and give lasting memories to individuals.
And your dressing is more like, it's sure that you guys are gentlemen.
Exactly.
Amazing. And it's amazing work that you guys do. And I also know that this club is a prestigious one, because we have renowned people in the country who are members of this club. I don't know if you have produced a president of the country yet. Or a vice, but I know that is in the office. I know you've done Minister of Health, you've done commissioners, you've done.
Exactly.
I know the very, very distinguished and famous IVF specialist in Africa is, I think, Professor Ashiru.
We're privileged to have him as the first black man to sit as the Secretary General of the International Federation of Fertility Societies, the first black man.
Amazing.
We have Lakiba Filani Banji, who currently sits as the Commissioner for Health Ekiti State.
Exactly.
We have Lifekeeper Professor Akimuton and Lifekeeper Aziz Butali, who are doing great things in the areas of research, craniofacial research, craniofacial genetics, as well as things related to neurophysiotherapy and all of that. So we, like you mentioned, we are privileged to have these great individuals who passed through the KB Club, who passed on this mantle to us, who were students just like us, who did these things and who were able to, create impact and are still creating impact in their different walks of life. And then we're also privileged to have people who have seen what we do and choose to be affiliated as patrons, grand patrons of the club. We are privileged to have the Vice Chancellor, Professor Folashade Ogunshola, as the patron of the KB Club. We're also privileged to have Honorable Kunle Shoname. We're privileged to have Mrs. Winifred Akpani.
Same Shoname, Remo Stars.
Exactly. We are privileged to have them as patrons of the club, as friends of the club. Yes, like you mentioned, the KB Club is prestigious, and members of the club recognize that, and we continue to go on that pedestal and take ourselves even further.
I think Dr. Remy, I think one of the things that is even more fascinating about you guys is, as you said, you go out of your means to impact the society. I know last year you had something for the pregnant women, expectant mothers, where you had an outreach where you catered for, I think, over 100 women, health education tests and the likes. And this year is a blood donation drive where you are targeting to get about 1,000 pints of blood. And while I know that 1,000 pints of blood is not in any means commensurate with the amount of blood needed in Lagos, let's even start. It's a commendable feat, and it's one that I'm in some way glad to be part of. But let's start with, how important is blood donation?
Before I go into that, you mentioned what we did last year. Last year was very, very important to us because we did go out of our way, like we used to say. We had over 9 to 10 philanthropic events through the course of the year. And the biggest was the one we had in Alimosho local government, where we did
the largest local government in Lagos.
We did free cervical and breast cancer screening for women in partnership with the Ministry of Health, Lagos State.
Wow.
And they anchored the screening and everything. And some that we found lumps and all of that, then they were processed to being treated and all of that. So it was a big deal for us. And this year we started on that note. We've done quite a number of events, from oral health, free scaling and polishing for people in Surulere, Akerele Healthcare Center, to visiting the motherless home and all, giving them gifts, among so many other things. But this year, it is no doubt that there is blood shortage all around. We've been talking about it. We've been seeing a lot about it. A lot have been happening in the society that is showing that there's a lot of blood shortage. As a matter of fact, all of last week, there was constantly blood donation drive in Luth. The marble floor, the center of the admin block for Luth, constantly every day, just because of this general low blood donation across the country. You know, when we come to what WHO stipulates, about 2%, or less 1% rather, of a population is what is needed. Like, that's the number of blood needed to cater for the health of that population. So if we're looking at Nigeria, about 200 million people, at least 2 million Nigerians should be donating blood regularly. That is what is needed in a year. In developed countries, the ratio is about 35 to 40 to 1,000 people. That's blood donation. In Nigeria, we have about 1 to 2 per 1,000 people.
Wow.
That is a great disparity. And voluntary blood donation is the only or the most efficient way and the safest way to actually ensure that our health sector is actually taking care of blood-wise, because, like we generally say, blood is life. Right? Blood is life. So it is important. That is why we are taking it upon ourselves to do these things. We've looked at why there is blood shortage. And it boils down to information. It boils down to awareness. And that is what we are coming to do. We want to do that. I want to ensure that in a day, that is a big thing to do in a day. It has not been done in Nigeria so far.
It hasn't. For me, I think his Guinness World Record should be looking after you guys.
1,000 pints of blood in a day. And we're in partnership with Lagos State Blood Transfusion Services and Loot Hematology Department, coming with all the necessary things to ensure that we are able to sensitize people to know that this thing is safe. This is what you should do. There are mothers, mothers that are trying to give birth, postpartum and prenatal hemorrhage. We talk about babies and children with anemia. We talk about trauma, and all of these things need blood to be taken care of, to be sorted, and this is very important. So it's a big deal for us.
So, Dr. Mustafa, he mentioned something very, very important, which is that one of the reasons, major reasons why we have people not willing to come out to donate blood as voluntarily as they would want to is information. And it's information that also lies around misconceptions and myths, and a lot of people not knowing what is in it for me. They think, oh, I'm just going to give my blood. But they might not know what the benefit is for them. So I would like we want people to come out. I want us to tell them why they should come out and donate blood. Like, what would benefit me coming to sit down and giving a pint, 500 mils of my blood? How much blood do I ever have in my body? By the way, see, you have enough blood. I think we have about, how many liters of blood in our body? 5 liters of blood in our body. So trust me, you have blood to give. You probably just don't want to give, or you don't know why you should give. I will tell you why you should give them blood.
Exactly. So thank you very much for that question. And towards this drive, towards this project, we began thinking about this project from like December last year. Okay. We started work towards it from March this year, and we are delighted with the traction and the growth we've been able to have towards it. And from March this year, when we decided to start working on it, we found out we had to have a plan, and that plan included enlightenment. Yeah. And enlightenment has been a very, very key aspect of our drive. So the reason why we are doing this, we have 2 goals. The first goal is to enlighten, is to create enlightenment and raise raise our awareness that there's blood shortage, and also to educate on the fact that we need to improve attitude towards voluntary blood donation.
If I come out to donate blood now,
yes, what
do I gain?
First off, your blood, you are able to when you donate blood, your body is able to renew blood cells. Your blood cannot, first of all, your blood cannot finish.
Please tell them again.
Your blood cannot finish.
Because
can I say it in pidgin? Please, your blood no finish.
No finish.
Your blood, your
but
body.
They think that once they take out some, is reducing.
The moment you start getting blood out of your body, voluntarily donating blood, your body starts to immediately reproduce new cells. So your blood cannot finish.
It's a way of even producing fresh blood.
Exactly.
Replacing what you have. And
exactly. When you donate blood as well, there's that checkup that you do.
Which is a problem in this country. We don't really do checkup.
There's that checkup that you do first of all before you sit on that chair to donate blood.
To know if you are fit,
if you're able, if there's this or that. So it helps you detect any problems early. When you donate blood regularly,
what are some of these checkups so that they know? Because he's using a stone to kill like 7 birds.
You get your blood pressure checked. You get your blood pressure checked. You also get to know your fitness levels, because they do the PCV test. They do PCV test for
Which
you,
is
and then
to know the amount of blood you have. Yeah.
And then they let you know, okay, you are fit enough to go ahead, or no, you are not fit enough. Go and improve. I have friends who look so bulky, but then when they get to that level, they are like, oh, you can't. So
blood donation is not about who slim people cannot donate, big people.
Anybody can donate.
So there might be people that might be on the big side, but might not even be fit
enough
to donate. And might be very slim people that look very slender, like they're almost going, and they can donate.
Like me. And I've been able to, by God's grace, donate at least 3 times.
Wow.
Been able to donate 3 different times. Recently towards World Blood Donor Day, June 10th. Yeah. So speaking more on the benefits of donating blood, when you donate, regular blood donation is proven. It is proven to help with reducing lung and liver cancer.
Amazing.
It is proven to help reduce lung and liver cancer. When you donate blood, you also have that community and hero feeling that you've saved 3 lives.
Oh, a pint of blood saves 3 lives.
At least 3 lives, because when you save 1 life, you're saving that family as well.
Yeah.
So we'll say it primarily saves 3 lives, because the compartment of blood, when you donate blood, the different compartments can save 3 lives, but then you're also saving families.
Yes.
You're also saving families. So we themed this, your power to gift life. So beyond the fact that you are giving your blood, which is life, you're also giving families satisfaction, hope.
Wow. That's amazing. And so if you're watching, you've heard some of the benefits of blood donation. I mean, you're not just saving yourself because you're going to have checks.
Yes.
You're also saving lives. You're saving families who might have lost loved ones by virtue of no blood. And imagine the eternal gratitude that you get to experience by just this action alone. Another thing that is also an issue, we've talked about why they should. Another thing that is an issue, Dr. Remy, is misconceptions. And I've heard a few of them. And I'll just be shooting them to you so that you will be, if it's true, you will tell us, it's true. If it's not true, you say, no, it's not true. There are people who feel like, they tell them that when they donate blood, like when you donate blood, there's going to be an emotional connection with the person you donated it to, and you and the person's spirit will become one. I know you have donated a few times. Are you connected with anybody all the people that you've donated?
It's as if this question is very perfect for me, because from 2015, when I decided that I want to be a blood donor, right? From 2015 till date, except 2020 because of the pandemic, I donate blood twice every year.
Which is the required time?
Recently, the requirement is now you can donate every 3 months.
Oh, it has even changed?
Yes, every 3 months. I mean, generally, reproduction of blood cells and everything in the body, the process of 120 days. So every 3 months, I was talking to my roommates now, guys, we want to create a schedule now. Every 3 months, we carry ourselves to go out. Everybody, yes, let's drop the calendar. I've been doing this. So looking at that, if you do between 2015 and now times 2, then I might be emotionally connected to, to a lot of people, which I am not. But one thing is certain, for every time you do that, you are happy with yourself.
Yeah.
And you're happy you are saving somebody's life. It's funny, if we are talking about emotional connection with other people, then what happens when, let's say, the platelets in your blood was given to Mr. A, and then the red blood cell was given to Mr. B, and this was given to Mr. We say it saves 3 lives because we can separate the compartment and everything for different people. So it's just not true. It's just not true. And blood donation in itself is a very, very big deal thing because people need it for very different things. Let's say, for instance, somebody that have cancer and you need platelets and all of that. I tried volunteering recently at one of our partners, Next Hematology. They deal with platelets, just platelet collection because of the kind of patient they do. Even though I donate blood for so much since 2015 till now, I was not eligible to donate platelets. I was told, the size of your vessels is not enough, the kind of process that goes into. So there's so many things surrounding it. So imagine being able to help people that are vulnerable, this process and all of that. People have been doing it all over the world. So are you saying that everybody is emotionally connected with each other in that way?
They also say, oh, if you donate blood, like is spiritual, something about spiritual husband, spiritual wife, you have a spiritual family. When you donate blood, maybe if you're not emotionally connected, you might have paid bride price somewhere.
Again, I'll say it's a perfect question for me because I might as well have like 20 families right now. I might as well have like 20 families. So again, that is not true. It's just like every other thing. I donate a part of my liver to this patient that needs it. Of course, that is usually family related, or maybe somebody is dead and then they give some organs and all of that. But still, people do bone marrow transplant every other day, and still it is not. You don't have family out of that. The only thing is that you are happy you are saving another human being. Yes. And because you are saving another human being, you are happy with yourself, you're happy with the results. And it's okay. Because of that, you're like, I have done something nice. How are you feeling today? How are you doing? That's if you even know who is getting your blood, which most of the time you don't get to know, except somebody like me where maybe I'm planning, I want to donate tomorrow, and then I'm online, I see, in so place they need. I've left Loot to go all the way to Igbobi on my own money to donate blood because I just saw it on WhatsApp and someone said, oh, they need. I went all the way. Oh, 1 pint is not enough. I called my younger brother from Unilag. I sent him transport fare. Come down to this place and do. So that's how much I enjoy.
And I read online that I think top 10 most fulfilling things in life. I think number 1 or number 2 is actually blood donation.
It is peak philanthropy. That is peak philanthropy because it's one thing to, I have money, I've made money, I gave. This is something that you have, regardless of your
socioeconomic status.
This is something that you have and can give you fulfillment. I may not have $1 million to give somebody 100,000 or 200,000 naira. I may not have a lot of food in the house to give somebody a part of it, but I have blood.
And your blood does not finish.
And my blood does not finish. At least from voluntary blood donation, your blood does not finish. I mean, people have anemia every now and then, and their blood is not up to. Yeah, so we get that. And that's one of the benefits, like Mustafa said, like when you go there and they test, oh, you don't have enough blood yourself. Okay, you have to do this. It's like a checkmate.
Yes,
it helps you keep to, okay, so this year you've not done your blood pressure, you've not done your BMI and all of that. The moment you get there, those are the first set of things they are going to do for you. To ensure that
you're fit, so that we are not saving someone's lives and then you will not start saving your own life.
So even if that is what you are getting out of it and the fulfillment of helping somebody, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. So yes, you get fulfillment from helping somebody. So yes, you get fulfillment from donating blood to people.
We are still discussing blood donation. We are still discussing blood donation with my guest in the studio. The phone lines will be open now. We just have a few minutes. Just to, you might have questions, you might have clarifications you want to make, concerns you want to express on blood donation. Please feel free to call the phone lines displayed on the screen as we sort out some of these misconceptions and concerns that you have. We'll also tell you where you can go and donate blood if you are in Lagos. And even if you're not in Lagos, they would also let you know that, oh, you can also do this, you can also go here, you can also go here. We'll address that on the show. We're still talking about blood donation, Dr. Mustafa.
Yeah.
And there's something that is very common, and this, you didn't mention it as a benefit, but I will mention it for those of us that like food. When you go for blood donation, you get some package. Definitely. Drink, snack, depending on what it is, they give you some things. And the general notion, apart from the fact that that's refreshment and food, some people, I remember then, we will always go because we know that that meal for that day, you don't set. But some people always have this notion that the milk, the drink that is given so that that blood that you give will be restored. Is there any truth in it?
I would like to say, I would like to disappoint people by saying no. Apologies, but for real.
So you mean all those people that are donating that they give, that they say, oh, the malt and milk, it's not like he restored that blood.
No, it doesn't restore the blood.
So what's the essence?
Disappointingly, the essence of that refreshment is first off, somewhat to say thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. We're against incentivizing blood. Giving financial incentives for donation. So it is first off to say thank you, and then just to replenish the electrolytes that you might have lost. Most importantly, it's best to
calories
replace some of these things that you have lost. It is not to replace that blood. To replace that blood.
It's not like you're drinking it and that amount you're drinking.
And the blood is coming back. No, you're giving malt. You're giving a light snack.
Yeah.
Just to replace the energy you might have. You might have.
Because I know that sometimes people might donate and they begin to feel a little woozy and dizzy.
Exactly. So it's just to give you that balance back, and within the next 15 minutes, you are actually back, and you can go on to do the next things. To replenish your blood, eat vegetables. Mm-hmm. Eat vegetables. Eat fruits. Eat foods that will give you iron. Eat lean meat.
Okay.
Take fruits, take vegetables. Go about eating your daily diet. Go about your daily diet. Just to replenish your blood.
It's not that more than milk that will...
And engage in exercise. You see, these things like Remy had said, like Remy Lekon had said earlier, it is interconnected. You're helping yourself. You're helping people, and you're helping yourself.
Yeah.
To replenish your blood, you need to go on. Do some activity, engage in some light exercise, eat what you would naturally eat Just don't go saying malt and milk. You mix it together and then your blood is no.
Because they
That
do it.
is
Because they do it.
They do.
And they will argue it with you. And no, it's so you've heard.
So yes, we're totally against financial incentivization.
Now, talking about financial incentivization, apart from voluntary blood donation, Dr. Remy, we also have people who let's say, sell their blood. Does that still count as blood donation? What are your thoughts about it?
For a country where we need 2 million blood donations yearly to cater for our needs, right? And we are getting a little around 500,000 a year. See the gap. You cannot, in good faith, say that people that go out of their way to get people to donate for them and incentivize them is a no. Because where are we going to get the deficit from? I don't know if you understand, but there are negatives to that. Where do you get these people that you are bringing to come and donate blood? What is the process of getting them? Ethically, it is not sound enough. And I think there is a notice from the Ministry of Health, or is it
Ministry of Health?
Ministry of Health and the National Blood Transfusion Agency, I'm not so sure which now, that says that there is increased HIV, hepatitis B and co is directly linked to this incentivized payments for blood donation process. And half of the time, if these things are not done, if they are not gotten, the blood is probably going to go to waste, right? After all the testing, if the person is not clean enough and all of that. So it's one of the reasons why we really, really don't encourage it. Now, we in the KB Club, even though 1,000 pints of blood does not necessarily fill the gap of 1.5 million blood needed, but at least it creates awareness for people. People know that it is safe to do. And they can, even after today, even if it means this is the first step for you, you go ahead and do more of it. It's the reason why we are bringing people together in October, on the 28th of October. 28th of October, in the University of Lagos Sports Center.
Okay.
So
that's University of Lagos, Akoka.
Yes, Akoka. We have the support of, students are the best demographic to donate blood. They are healthy, they are young, vibrant, and everything you can think of. So it's a very good sport. And we're working in collaboration with FCET, Yabatech, and all of that.
That's Federal College of Education.
Okay.
And that community.
That community. Students, we want to bring everybody into Unilag on that day. We have the support of the Vice Chancellor anyways, and all the other necessary departments and all. So we bring everybody together to the sports center to come and donate blood just to help Lagosians. The fulfillment that comes. And of course, the refreshment you talked about, of course, we are working on. We ensure that, as you are donating, you get... Water is one of the best things you can take. In fact, it's one of the things they give you when you are donating blood, because you want to balance the electrolytes in your body. You are giving fluid out of your body. So take water to balance, or while your body now do the remaining work to ensure that. So it is important that Lagosians come together to support one another in this crisis of blood shortage that we have in the whole country. 2 million to 500,000.
It's not comparable. So we have those in Lagos who would want to be part of this very, very noble act. Unilag is the place. 28th October is on. Is it on the weekend?
Yes,
it's on a Saturday. So it's not. You will not have the excuse of you are going to work. It's on a Saturday. 28th October 2023. Unilag Sports Center Akoka is going to be massive. But we have people who might be outside Lagos, who have heard you now and they've seen the benefits. You've cleared the misconceptions and they want to donate. Clearly, they can't come into Lagos. But are there places where maybe you can tell them, maybe any hospital they walk into, they can donate, or is there anything like that? Can they walk into a private hospital or a government hospital and just tell them they want to voluntarily donate?
Yeah, you see, yes, you can. You can go into the nearest blood transfusion service in your state.
Which will most likely be in a federal hospital.
Exactly, something like that. So you can go into
federal or state,
general hospitals. You go in, make inquiry. Make inquiries. For Lagos, you can come to Lut, if you're within Lagos, come to the Lut Blood Donor Clinic. 24, come on, between the working hours of the day, come in, walk in, tell them you want to voluntarily donate blood, or you can go to Lagos State Blood Transfusion Services. You see, in Nigeria, we have 8%, just 8% of the population donates. And within that 8%, 80% donates because they want to replace what they might have used. There's that a family member wants, and then they need to. So that's 80% of the 8% that donates blood. So that donates blood voluntarily. So we are at a massive shortfall.
Wow.
At a massive shortfall. So make inquiries. Walk into the nearest state hospital, government hospital in your locality. Walk in and try to save a life.
Let's round off. We're rounding off now. I need, Dr. Remy, as we round off, people are listening to you and they also want to know what are the criteria, let's say 5 criteria that would make me fit, things that I would have or not have that will make me fit or unfit to donate blood. I know there are more than 5, but if you would permit just the 5 most important ones as we round off.
I would try as much as possible because when it comes to blood donations, there are general uniqueness to people and all of that. But I'll try to be as vague as possible so that I can encourage you to actually go and check for yourself. First of all, you must be above 18. Should be above 18. It is important that when you're above 18. Yeah. Secondly, you should not have any underlying sickness. You shouldn't have any underlying sickness. Oh, diabetes and all of those things is important. Is important. And if you do, and you still want to do it, please ensure that you inform them so they tell you, okay, this is
how you go about it.
This is how you go about it. Secondly, we don't encourage pregnant. Thirdly, rather, we don't encourage pregnant women to donate blood. We do encourage pregnant women to donate blood.
I know there's something about tattoos and the likes.
To a large extent, especially when you're just getting your tattoo, or if short period of time, it is not generally encouraged. It is not generally encouraged. Even piercings and all of that, if you are just getting, you are just opening your body. It is important that infection and all of that is brought to the barest minimum. So all of these factors are important. If you are just getting it, and when you go there, oh, I have a tattoo. They ask you, when did you get this tattoo? Oh, I got it last week. Of course, no, not yet. Because we need to be sure that the process of getting everything is clean. Maybe like of course you'll be counseled and all of that. And also alcohol and all of
smoking
that.
And the like.
In fact, it's one of the questions they will ask you. When was the last time you took alcohol? I'm not saying you should not drink and all of that. But at the same time, when was the last time you had alcohol? It's important because those things are in your system. Right, those things are so. Those are some of the things. Those are just few of the things that would be asked and all of that.
Amazing. It's been a very, very educative conversation. I'm definitely going to have you guys again come in to share more of the work that you do at the KB Club. Fantastic one you guys are doing. I wish you well, and as much as possible, we'll give you all the support that we can. Thank you so much, Dr. Mustafa and Dr. Remy, for coming on the show. Yes, I'm speaking it into existence, so you better start claiming it now. It's been a very, very educative episode of the show. As I round off, I want to give a special shout out to my dad. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday, Daddy. I wish you long life, prosperity, God's blessings, and God's favor. Your son is now a man. I'm sure you'll be proud to see that I'm giving you a shout out on TV. God bless you. Happy birthday. Have a lovely day. Till we come your way next week, is going to be even more educative and entertaining on My Body and I, on your most exciting Rave TV channel. Don't forget to stay tuned to the regular exciting programs we have for you on the show. You don't want to miss any one of it. Till we come your way, same time, same station, as they would always say. Have a beautiful day and stay healthy.
Thank you so much.